My brother's fiancee was my middle and high school oppressor. Now that they lost their rental place, they want to live with me. My brother's fiancee and I have a history. She was my middle and high school oppressor, and I don't mean leaving me out of stuff or teasing. I mean she found out our mom walked out on us on my 6th birthday and would throw it in my face, announce it to the class, tell any new or substitute teacher we had. She would crack jokes about how awful I must be to make my own mom walk out on my birthday instead of a regular day. By the time we reached high school, she was escalating into much worse stuff that I won't mention here. I then found out her mom actually found out about my mom walking out when she did, and because she had an issue with my dad, she was encouraging the mistreatment. I saw this girl one time after high school. I was 21 and working retail. She actually brought up the mom walking out thing. At 21. When we hadn't seen each other in 3 years. 2 years ago my brother met her again and started a relationship with her. They got engaged last Christmas. It has been difficult for me, but I mostly just try to be civil. It has negatively affected the relationship with my brother. I don't understand how he could be with someone who would treat his sister like that. He claims she's changed and is a really good person, but it's hard for me to see that when she has never apologized for her behavior. My brother and her ended up losing their rental place. The house was in really bad shape and part of the roof fell in. They are now staying with my dad. The thing is, my dad is in our home state, which is 6 hours from their jobs, so they had to take some time off. My brother asked if they could stay with me until they figure out a new rental so they can return to work. I live 1 hour from their respective places of employment. I have not answered. I do not want to say yes. I do not want to live with her especially, but given his relationship with her and how everything has happened, I'm not sure I want to live with him either. WIBTA if I say no? NTA absolutely not, she can go duck off. 100% agree. NTA please don't let her into your life again. The fact that she threw your mother leaving, which was absolutely not your fault, in your face, when you were 21, after 3 years of not seeing each other, shows that she hasn't changed a bit. Also, does your brother know what she did to you? ETA, so your brother does know what she did to you. Not a very good brother, is he? Tell your brother he can get ducked too. Yeah, he does. OP says the brother defends the oppressor. The usual she's changed BS excuse. My response would be, she hasn't changed just because you like to duck her. He probably thinks she's changed because she's just so nice to him. Not thinking it has anything to do with her being into him. He really let his D cloud his judgment. I don't know how anyone goes yup out of all the women on this planet. I'm gonna commit myself to my sister's tormentor. The person who tormented his sister because their mom left. What the duck? I don't get that though. Like, by mistreating OP for their mother walking out, isn't she amidst indirectly mistreating her brother too? Either way, the brother is also scummy for dating someone who has treated his sister so badly for so long. NTA. NTA okay, kids make mistakes and do mean things they might regret as grown-ups. Even really bad stuff like this, everyone has the chance to change. But she should have taken that chance when she got engaged to your brother and joined your family. Not when she needs something, and she still hasn't apologized. She obviously doesn't care much. You're NTA for wanting that negativity out of your life. Had a high school oppressor call the house a few years after high school, he didn't say anything but laughed. I know that laugh. Some people are just AHs for life. I'm confident that if you raise her mistreating to her, she'll deny it ever happened. NTA. NTA man, I wouldn't like to be in your shoes because you're going to feel bad about either decision. Your brother is going to be mad at you if you say no, and you're going to be mad at yourself for saying yes. If I had to choose for you, I would say no, and I would explain it all to my brother and how you feel about it, hoping it'd kick some sense into him. Unless you live in a large house where you could live separately, sort of, I don't see how saying yes could go well. I don't know that I care so much about him being mad. Our relationship is already not what it used to be because of his relationship with her and my feeling hurt. Doesn't mean I don't have some guilt at making his life harder. I do still love him. But the hurt is there. I think trying to explain things to my brother, where it's just the two of us, might be the best way to proceed. It has been suggested here in a few comments and it's solid advice. Introducing Newscaster Vocalizer is a new first-of-its-kind, groundbreaking app, which allows you to generate full-featured voiceovers from any text using direct access to Amazon-powered Newscaster Vocalizer without spending thousands of dollars. Just select a language and voice, paste your text, click a button, and it's done. NTA If the mistreating had been limited to elementary school to early high school, then I might have a different verdict. But she continued 3 years after. It doesn't matter if your brother said she has changed. She hasn't apologized. If she had truly changed and addressed her past, she would have apologized. Right? And if she does so now, it just seems like a way to get what she wants, not a genuine act of remorse. Yeah, exactly. You should not let them stay with you. I am usually the one to tell people to work towards reconciliation or moving forward. But I do not think any acts on her part right now would be genuine. Best of luck to you. NTA But I can see this being a really hard one to navigate. I think you're going to have to tell your brother why. And how you tell him is going to be really important. I suggest a phone call. Ask for him to call you when he's alone, say it's important, and then try to explain as calmly as you can how hurt his fiancée made you. Tell him that you respect his choice of partner and would never do anything to sabotage that relationship, but that you cannot have her share your home. He should immediately realize the severity of the situation and go back to his fiancée and encourage her to apologize to you. I would not, however, demand, or even ask for an apology. Just let him know that you love him but you do not want her living in your house. Good luck! An apology now would not feel like a sincere one. It would feel like something she did to get what she wanted. So I would rather not get an apology now. Honestly, I wish he wasn't with her at all. But you can't dictate other people's lives, so it's about trying to proceed in a way that works for me right now. It's already hard to navigate because he has hurt me by being with her and by defending someone who didn't apologize. We were so close growing up and we were close before this. I think he knew I wouldn't take it good either because he hid the truth about their relationship for a while from me. NTA And for your sake, I'm hoping your bro is just playing the long con, like leave her at the altar, because why would your brother even start a relationship with your oppressor knowing your past? Ick. And the fact that she hasn't apologized makes me feel suspicious of her. Like of all people she could start dating. Your brother? Really? So what do you want? It doesn't sound like the living situation is the problem then. You're not an AH for not letting them live with you. But it sounds much deeper than that. It sounds like you're essentially cutting off your brother entirely for choosing to date this woman. I think you might be getting into AH territory, possibly if you are unwilling to accept an apology at all, even a sincere one. Maybe you are open to reconciliation. I think if you are only open to accepting an apology if it's genuine, that's fine too. That's why I recommend not asking for an apology. If it's genuine, it will come on its own. There is a lot of hurt on my part that he has chosen to date her. I would never tell him he can't, but his actions have consequences with our relationship, and that's not something I can control. It's messy. I love him. He is my brother. We were very close before. But he is dating the one person who went out of her way to make my life a living hell for years, who brought it up again as a grown-up and never apologized to me. I would accept an apology, but so much time has passed and so much has happened. The fact she has been around me, face to face, multiple times, and never made an attempt to apologize means she hasn't felt sorry before. And if she suddenly felt that way, I'm not sure it would be something I would feel as a true positive thing. I would accept it. But I would still wonder why it took her so long to get there when I never did anything to her, you know? Either way, it would need to be a genuine apology for me to accept it. NTA. Your place, your choice. If she has changed as your brother mentioned, she would at least be sorry. And would have apologized before they needed something from me. And would have apologized the first time she saw you as his girlfriend. A sincere, honest apology, including what was so messed up about her that she thought it was acceptable to behave that way towards you. I am sorry this is happening. I would not let that wicked woman in my house no matter what my brother says. Can I be just a little bit of a bee? Can I suggest you tell him that you would let them stay with you, but that you need to keep the room available in case your mom comes back? I 100% don't want to upset you about your mom, but I sure would love to see her face when she hears that. Good luck to you. Worldwide comments of the day. A 40-plus-year-old woman was interested in this 23-year-old guy. How did he not realize from the beginning he was just a boy toy for her? LOL. I'd tell the husband, it is clear she's using you for the thrill and excitement. The people outright saying to detach and ghost are cowards. Her husband has every right to know about what happened. Honestly, it's probably all women telling him not to tell the husband. They'll always cover for each other. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.